Hey guys, James Martin here, and we're back to analyze more AMVs and fan edits that you guys have made. So, without further ado, let's hop right in and check some stuff out. Okay, wow. Chainsaw Man, Not Gonna Die. This came out rather quick. Keep in mind, guys, I will be linking the original artist videos down in the description below, so please go check them out and give them lots of love and support. I also haven't seen Chainsaw Man just yet. I'm just catching up on my fall anime, okay? Give me a break. Okay, this feels more like a recap of the episode. I'm not really seeing much editing. Like, why aren't you cutting to the music?
Abuse. I won't give up or refuse.
You hear that beat? Every time I'm snapping, there should be a cut there. And this feels really wild. Like there's that remix, that metal vibe. So this should be a lot more crazy cuts happening. Like Chainsaw Man, like I haven't seen it, but I've seen trailers and all the hype and all that stuff. It seems like a really, really epic anime. So there should be some really crazy music and some really crazy edits going on right now. GG, my man, King AMVs. I would just work on the editing a little bit more. Next one on the list, Enemy, anime mix. Oh, we have a collab. Fascinating. Smooth cuts. I like how one transitions into another. These cuts feel a little too long. Like we gotta just keep going. We gotta keep moving with the flow. Trumpy GFX or Tumpy GFX. We have Friction by Sota. I love how the sound effects are perfectly matching up to the cuts. Nice transitions. See, this is some craziness. I love it. I would use even more sound effects to really emphasize like those punches or those impacts. But well done. Very, very well done. Next. Into the Labyrinth. Good. Cutting to the beat. Or every time the strings are plucked or whatever. I really like the fact that you're cutting on those like really fine sounds. It makes the whole thing feel very creepy. Nice filter. I like the color filter. Again, it's just adding this weirdness to the whole video. I think the shaking is a little much though. The other thing I'm noticing is, yes, the stuff that you're doing is great, but the thing is you're doing too much. Like for instance this, like we have the shaking and then the calm. The shaking and the calm. Shaking and calm. Make things a little bit different from time to time. Like you don't have to do the same thing over and over again. Like give us a bit more variety. Okay, fun plus art. Spy Family Animal. Okay, cut to the, you gotta cut to those beats, yo. Also, whenever you have a moment where there's like this rising tension, like you've heard it a lot of times, especially in like trap music, this da 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 da, boom. When you hear that part in the music, try and come up with something really impactful. Like it could be like, if in the context of Spy Family, it could be when Yor does like a really powerful kick to someone, or when Lloyd does something really, really awesome. Think about that, because it's a really nice way to jazz up the edits.
Things got me going out insane. I'm feeling like an animal.
Licorice Recoil Bones by Oni-chan AMVs. Okay, I get that you're trying to speed up these cuts to the fast talking. Unfortunately, they don't quite match up, so you gotta make those a lot more tighter.
Wait until the Reaper takes my life. Never gonna get me out alive. I will live 1,000 lives.
You had some good flow in the first part, and now this part just got really slow. I can't even read what that YouTube name is. Whispers in the Dark, Licorice Recoil. I keep saying licorice. Is it licorice or licorice? I think it's licorice, but I want to say licorice. Okay, this is feeling like a recap of episode, like, what, 1? Yeah, it's episode 1. This feels like a recap of episode 1. Like, you have a crazy song with all this energy, but you're not matching that energy. Okay, come on, guys. Okay, don't use sliding transitions. It's not good, and it's going to take the viewer out of the experience. Oh, this is such a great song, too. There's so much you could be doing with this. Okay, you know what? Let me show you what I would do with this song.
Just like fire, burning up the way. Like the world up for just one day. Watch this.
Hataraku, Mausama, Devil's a Part-Timer, Falling Inside the Black. A great anime and a great song by Lil's Huh. You have a great opportunity here. Okay, so just be careful that just because you speed up the clips doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to get more energy. Like, I think it's okay to speed ramp a clip once in a while, but not all the time. Like, you're basically just literally speeding through episode 1 at this point. Bro, I know you're cutting, but like, why aren't you cutting to the beat? Ready? Here comes a build up. And that should have been a moment for something really awesome.
Don't leave me alone. Falling in the blood, slipping through the cracks.
By the way, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I actually made my own little AMV of Devil is a Part-Timer, which you can view on my TikTok. My Stepmom's Daughter is My Ex, Without Me by Sync AMVs. Now, what's really nice about these sort of romance type AMVs is you can be a lot more slow. That doesn't mean you can make it boring. Like, you have to be very wary of the pacing, but the point is that you don't have to be as super fast as, say, these action ones. Oh, I recognize the song. We looked at an AMV with someone using the song. So something that I'd be doing here is, if I would be careful of the lyrics and use the lyrics to tell the story of the anime. The lyrics is making a reference to something, and then you're cutting to something else. Like, at one point, the singer was talking about a person, and you cut to the books. Let's see if we can find another moment. So, Demons in Your Mind, and he's on the toilet. Doesn't really quite match up. Also, you gotta cut to those beats.
Thinking you could live without me. Thinking you could live without me.
Also, this is basically a recap of episode 1. Why do I... Anya AMVs. I like that you're including a lot of reactions between the two. That's really, really good.
Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you are, we always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
Try and find a little more variety instead of just her, him, her, him, her, him, her, him. What you could do is when she's singing, then you can focus on the two of them together and find a montage of moments between those two. But then during this, just the music parts, tell that story of that relationship, them going to school and splitting up and coming back together, etc. Also, my boy deserved better. One Nix, Oni Nix, AMVs, Engage Kiss, middle of the night. Okay. I'm sorry, but this is a bit of a shame. Why are you trying to recap the first episode? Instead, what I would have done is the first few clips is just focus on that relationship. And again, not just grabbing stuff from episode 1, but like grab different moments from the entire show. Like introduce that relationship. Like like you and I both know the show because that's why you're making an AMV of this. Show him with his relationship with the 3 other girls and that struggle with that relationship, and then cut to the different actions and the different moments. Tell me that story. Like I like to think of these AMVs as basically a recap of the show in a certain way. Or you're not just doing like a recap of the show, but you're telling me one of the main problems and one of the main challenges in the show. Like what's great about Engage Kiss is there is this problem, but it's also like his relationship with the 3 girls, which is kind of cool.
Cause you know this, in the middle of the night, just call my name, I'm yours to take me.
I want to try and give some of these edits a bit of a chance. I'm trying to look for something that really just pops out. The Awakening by Ken AMVs. I swear, I need to come out with new merch that says "Edit to the Beat, Gang." This is the perfect opportunity for some really good romance AMVs. There's Nothing Holding Me Back by MDA AMVs. Okay, come on, please do more. Please don't let this be a recap. Like, the show gives so many great romance moments. This is the perfect opportunity to take advantage of those.
Oh, I've been shaking. I love it when you go crazy. You take all my inhibitions. Baby, there's nothing holding me back.
I'm sorry, but you're basically doing a recap of episode 1. I have faith. Someone's out there has taken advantage of this. And this is another recap of episode 1. Okay, come on. Anya AMV, come on. I have faith in you, Anya. Okay, this feels like a recap of, what is it, episode 6, I think it was? Episode 5 or 6? The so-called beach episode. Sorry, I know I'm sounding really, really harsh right now, but like, Shikamori is a great anime to edit to. Ooh, we have potential here. You notice how the lyrics said hold me and it's literally holding? Yeah, you're showing me that connection. You're showing me that relationship. That's awesome. Okay, show me a bit more. Don't just stay on that one episode. Don't just stay on the volleyball episode. Let's keep it moving. It's a little bit better. You put a bit of thought into this, which is fine. I would like to see a lot more cuts, because you hear that beat going on. Like right now, you just said, I don't want to miss a beat. That would be a perfect opportunity, because right now you're missing those beats. Honestly, cut to the beat, gang. Rise up. But again, tell me more of that story. Like, there's 12 episodes in the anime. use it. That's like, what, 6 hours of content? And it primarily evolves around these two. Okay, now we're seeing a little bit more variety. That's good. Just do a bit more.
Yeah. No, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go through.
That was good. Out of the Shikamori AMVs I've seen so far, this is easily the best one. So K's AMVs, shape of you. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to show now that I think about it. There's a lot of culture here.
I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body.
I'm glad you're using a variety of clips. Like, this episode is like the second last one or the last one. Can't remember. I just recently saw Jujutsu Kaisen. Alright, Beggin. Gendaya edits. Oh, Genkei edits. Okay, you have several million views, so I'm expecting something awesome. Good. I like the pacing. Cuts are fine. I would like them a little bit more on the beat. But other than that, you know, this is not too bad. It's starting to feel a little bit slow right here. Now this is starting to feel like a recap of that one tournament arc. On the floor, Xenos, I have no idea. Thank you for 400,000. Well, dude, you got more than that, dude. Alright, so we talked about this before. Try not to include the audio of someone talking over someone else singing. Like, the best time to include the audio of... The best time to include dialogue is when it's just music. This is really fun. Be careful of text, too. Because, like, when it's going all over the place, it's hard for me to track what's going on. If you're going to have it really fast, I would put it as close to the center as possible. Wait, did I just see something? You just did a thing twice. Let me watch that again. Also, this is just my personal opinion. If you're going to include dialogue and make it for an English-speaking audience, just include the English dub. Don't use the Japanese and then have subtitles. And I think Jujutsu Kaisen has a fine dub cast. Yeah, so that section he just repeated it twice. That's a bit of a shame. Why'd you have to repeat it twice? Just do something different. Without Me by Lucy Hart. Now this will be interesting because I kind of liked Ahara-san because it was so dry. Okay, match those beats, dude. Other than that, I really like the pacing. I like the clip choices that you're doing. You're telling me that story. I love it. Okay, I would pick up the pace a bit. Okay, this goes back to a previous comment I made. You don't have to constantly go back between her and then him, then her and then him, then her and then him, then her. If especially they're not doing anything new. If they're just looking at each other or talking to each other, and you're just constantly going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, then it's not really that interesting.
Found you when your heart was broke. I filled your cup until it overflowed. Took it so far to keep you close. I was afraid to leave you on your own.
Brave Order, Am I Wrong? You have 1.3 million views. So once again, I'm expecting something awesome. I mean, same thing I've been saying before. Cut to those beats.
So am I wrong? Thinking that we could be something for real. Now am I wrong?
But I mean, you are telling me that story, so I appreciate that part. It says Whatever It Takes by Royal Grindy. grindy. It has 15 million views. So again, I'm expecting good things. Okay, sound effects are fine. Be very careful that they are matching to the beat. Here, let me play the beat again. Again, if you're not sure what the beat of the song is, it's that thing where you just want to tap your foot or bob your head or snap your fingers. That's where a cut, or in this case, a cut and maybe a sound effect should go. Okay, now you're starting to get back on beat. So just make sure that's all clean. I like the fact that you're using like the sword bang and stuff like that to match the song. That's a really great choice. Nice, very nice transition. This part is awesome. Careful not to slow down. There's that moment with Shinobio or something like that where it did slow down a little bit much. And see, this is fine. Like, I like how this part, we're now taking a bit of a breath. This is fine. We can slow down at this part here. And the music has slowed down too, so it works out. I'm just looking at a lot of these anime. I'm like, gosh, like, I need to catch up on some of these. Like, I really want to watch, like, Akame ga Kill and stuff. Careful that the sound isn't over peaking. Nice. Very, very well done. Excellent work. And wow, you have 78,000 subs and this video has almost 16 million. So, hey, great stuff to you, dude. Light 'em up, anime mix, outer space productions. I think the only thing that I would do differently in this is like, so like before where you had this moment from Fate, instead of staying on, was it Rin or something? Rin following up and finishing the attack, you cut to someone else. I would have liked to have seen her finish that. Like, basically I would have liked to have these characters have their own like special moment instead of just having it kind of always flow from one strain to another. Like, you have a character start something and then another character finishes off. Like, if I have like this character that's like bouncing back and then they're about to go for a kick and then someone else actually does the impact, I would have liked for Rin just to continue with that. That's just a little thing though. Okay, so that's all for today. Again, the videos will be linked in the description down below. Please go and support the artist. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe if you enjoy this type of content, and I will see you guys next time.